Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. Let me just get rid of the little mini-map because that's bothering me. Right, you might be thinking, why am I standing by this can here? Right, I've added 2 new mods into this. Although this doesn't really work with any of the tractors I've got at the moment, it might at some point it might do with something I find. It's the add blue to all vehicles. Now I've tried this on my mod testing map and it's actually quite a funky little mod. I will do a little video demonstration of me using it on sort of like a more mod testing map. I'll sort of like put it in, splice a little bit into it here. And you guys can have a look and see what it's all about. Also, I've added, now I don't know if this should work. This is the add oil mod. It also adds all vehicles. Now there's one way of finding out if it's going to work on this or not, is if I jump in this tractor and then when I fire it up, yeah, the little oil symbol comes up. Cool. So I know that works, but on the add blue, as you guys saw, on the bottom of the fuel tank there's a little add blue tank. Doesn't work with modded tractors unless the tractor's got a script for it. But it does work with all the in-game, or most of the in-game tractors, bar the older ones, which I doubt would have had add blue anyway, because I'll demonstrate actually, it's probably my best option. If I just reverse this up here, try to reverse this up here, in here I should say. Right, we know that that's we know, was the beacon still on? No, beacon sure wasn't on, was it? Anyway, right. As I go, this we all know this is a stock tractor. The AdBlue doesn't appear on this. I guess it's because this is too old a tractor to have AdBlue. But it's always worth having as a mod. As I say, I tried it on my mod testing map, and it worked. It's quite funky little add addition. This one doesn't definitely have it either. But it'd be good to see what happens once these get need oil changing and stuff. Right, today I'm going to be doing a bit of just selling my wares. This is why it's the afternoon on the farm and not morning like I normally do. It's a case of selling everything off because we've got a fair amount. Well, we haven't got none of this. I've sold all this off in past episodes, but what I might do is I might just start selling some of this just to get some more money. So I don't know whether to go for put in some of that. I'll see what happens. Let's see what the best price is for this. That's 1,400, 1,700, 1,800. So that's the best place for it. Where is that? If I tag it on the map and then have a look. Right, it's up there. The looks of it. Yeah. Up. So I know exactly where that is actually. I've done this once before, as you guys know, but it's a case of sort of like getting enough money again to sort of like, although the farm is earning a fair amount actually in milk per day, I just want to sort of like get some more money in to sort for the next sets of harvests. So get enough sort of like money together to make sure we've got all the things we need, like seed costs and stuff like that. Although I have kind of got some seed on the go already. That is one thing I've noticed with this mod. I don't know if it's the AdBlue that does that, but it comes up a weird symbol when you first bring up the dialog box. I don't know if that's the AdBlue or if that's the oil that's causing that. Let that fill up. Is that all we got? Now, I'm going to sell that. I'm not going to put it into the... I think we've got enough diesel in the tanks to last out for a while, because although these do drink it, I think there's enough diesel in there to last out for a little while anyway. Put some lights on. Not turn the engine off. Turn some lights on. There we go. Just try and stay on my side of the road as well. Leadfoot strikes again. I'm going to take it in myself because might as well saves on the old hiring someone else to do it. I can do it myself. Makes it a bit repetitive for you guys. I'm sorry and apologise in advance. It's like, we've seen you do this so many times, Kev. I've been doing some sort of like looking. Let's bring up the map. Yeah, it's around the back of this. Into Farming Simulator 2019. Some fact sheets which have come out, and they're going on about the fact that the in the latest version is going to be stuff such as wear and tear. So, you know, I don't know if they're going to rust, but you're going to see sort of like dings and scrapes and sort of like general wear and tear on your vehicles, and even the chance of just actually being able to sort of like have the vehicles just look a bit tired and used is a good step in the right direction. And it's sort of like it's swayed me in a little bit for Farming Simulator 2019. Like I've been honest with you guys from get-go, I when I first saw the trailers, I just sat there and thought it just looks more like a polished version of 17's, what 17 should have been, and that's what kept on going through my mind, and that's all that kept on going through my mind. And it's just like, okay, it's got horses, nice. You can get horses on 17 as a mod, the ponies at least, or some like one of the mod map I did had the horses on it. That got horses already on it. But it's just like stuff like that, general wear and tear, seeing, you know, if it looks used. I wonder how far they're going to take it. I wonder how, you know, our tyres going to... Because that's one thing always I found a bit annoying with this, is the fact that, especially when I found the class mods, like the class telehandler, and you can buy used tyres for it and they look used. I was like, that is something which should be in the game. Over time the tyres should start to look worn out. The you know, the paint shouldn't look as fresh as it should do anymore. It might start to get a bit of, you know, like stone chips or mud or dings, little dings here or there, you know, just from gravel chips and stuff like that in the paintwork. Because, you know, for you guys that do work on proper farms, once the tractor's been used for a while, oops, I'm stuck, it's gonna look like it's been used. Even once you pressure wash them, okay, they'll be clean, but you're gonna see the paintwork's got little dings here or there where idiots like me been clashing into posts and stuff like that. We've got, you know where I'm going with this, peeps. Right, so we've used up all that. What else have we got in here? So sunflowers, we've got loads of those. For all these big fields, you don't get a great deal of yield from this. Mind you, I have probably been digging into this for a while, because I've been like making mixed ration up, and, well, not mixed ration, but well, pig feed mainly. But seeing stuff like that, and it's just like, yeah. I wonder how far they're going to take it with the horses. I know it says you can buy horses, and they're going to get different colour, and the different colour characters. You can character customization as well now. That's pretty cool. So that's looking like the best place so far. Yeah, that's look. Though that is down, it's still a lot of money for it. So I'm gonna go tick that. Sorry if you can hear a siren. They're coming for me. Run! Where is it? Right. I did select it, didn't I? Ah, it's up in that top again, isn't it? It's right up in the top. I hope. That was, I remember that was a bit of a nightmare to get to last time round. Because it's right buried right at the top end of the map. And you can see I've got to a point where I've started finding gold nuggets on here as well, so but we'll see how this oil change thing works. I don't know how many, it says it varies between machine to machine to when it needs the oil changing. And yeah, I'm wondering if, going back to farming FS19, I'm wondering if they're going to implement some of that into FS19. Is there going to be oil changes? You're going to have to do some repairs. I doubt it. I doubt you're going to be able to, because there's no IC for the tractors yet, so you couldn't pull the bonnet open and start fiddling about with the engine anyway. But I suspect a few mods will come out that sort of implement those changes quite nicely. I'm planning on pre-ordering it, so I'm gonna probably leave it for a week before due release. Now, hopefully, I say hopefully, where are we? I'm here, so I need to go up here. I can just cut down there and up. That would probably be the quicker option, actually. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed and touch wood, I've booked some time off for that week of release. So now, typically, something which is now normally it's a case of what I used to tend to do. I used to go and give my holiday requests to the management. No, we have to sort of like book ours either very beginning of the year or early the year before, or late the year before for the following year. Where do we need to go? I'm going to bring up the map. Don't think we can go straight up, so I'm going to go this way. Bring them up, shrink the map. I'm going to get lost, I know it. It's going to happen. Oops, and I'm going to crash. I knew that was going to happen. Don't think this road was made for this truck. Right. Leadfoot strikes again. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah. So typically what I used to do is I used to actually go to the management with my holiday requests and go, here's my holiday requests, let me know if there's any issues. Because management are quite busy, and I try and avoid the management where I can these days, because they just give me more stuff to do. I'd rather just try and get on with the stuff that I've been already given to do. There's what they typically do at our place is they have a holiday request board, and so what you do is you put your holiday request forms on said board, and then once you've done that, you hope that management then sort of like grab them and then authorise them. Typically what they do, if they don't authorise them, they write on them and say not authorised due to because someone else has booked that time off, or it's on a bank holiday or something, it's on whatever's happening around that year. Now, how do I get into this place again? I forgot. Last time I know we had this problem last time round. I'm gonna have a quick scoot around, cheat cam all the way. I think it is on this side. So typically, so what do is, that is what happens, and if it gets authorised, they typically just take it away, take the holiday form away, and you go, right, okay, the holiday form's no longer there. You take it as read that you've booked it off, unless they tell you otherwise. And I'm hoping, because my form has disappeared, that has been authorised, and some other joker hasn't come along and gone, oh, let's wind Kev up and just make him think he's got holiday. Now I'm hoping it's around the back of one of these places. I'm not sure whether it is in here. That looks like a no. So I'm going to drive around the back of this. So hopefully, touch wood, anyway, I've got that week off. Can we get in here? It's looking rather precarious, peeps. I don't know what's a tip point and what isn't. The same tip. But are we on the right tip point? I don't know, see what happens. No. I think I'm going the wrong way. Because look. Let's... hang on, tag. Let's tag. So it should... there should be a beam of light somewhere. Like... yeah, it's right behind me. But, okay. Right, so... it's round there. This is... again, this is where I went wrong last time. This is obviously another facility for something else. Excuse me while I try and negotiate my way back out of this. So yeah, so hopefully, touch wood, like I say, if I've got that time off, I'm going to be doing some live streams. Probably not every day. I might do a day or two, and then see how it goes from there. Because I'm going to try and squeeze in my dreaded Christmas shopping at the same time while I'm off, and some other bits and pieces I need to catch up with. So keep your eyes peeled for some random live streams. Well, definitely on the day of release. If I get that time off, I'm not sure. Now, would you guys be up for a, sort of like literally as it releases stream? Because that'd be quite late at night though. That's the only thing is a bit of a factor. That can go now. Let's go. Cool. Yeah. What was it? Yeah. So I could just I can do the live stream literally as on the night as it releases, like I did with this. I think we did it 2017. I think, but I had a few problems. I know. Remember my original, because I was back then. I was using DxTory. DxTory didn't like it. OBS didn't like it, and I had to use XSplit. And that's how I ended up using XSplit in the end, which I still use now. I find it works for pretty much every game I've got, so. But would you guys be interested in seeing that? If you, again, let me know. If you're willing to sort of like do a late night session or live stream session, or would you just like be happy with it in the morning or during the day at that point? Again, it's the stuff which I'm going through my mind, but we've got a lot of dough from that. Yeah, how do we get out of this place? Now, which would be the easier route to get back? So we're here. Go straight down there. We'll go across that. I'm gonna go across that way. Right, okay. So touch wood, I've got the holiday, and I can get that done. Anything else that's really been going on? For aspects of the farming side of things, I've been looking for mods mainly. Which can we go down there? Yeah. I haven't seen anything really interesting. There was this one by T Barrett. It was like another version of the plantage mod, which I did. I tried it. It didn't work. I tried the update. He said it fixed the problem. Still didn't work. Tried another update. He said fix another problem. Still didn't work. And then eventually I just gave up. And I was like, yeah, if it's not going to work, it's just not going to work. It's pointless trying to do the mod review on it. It could be just a case it was clashing with another mod of mine, but I wasn't going to faff around if we come too far. Where are we in respects to the map? Oops. Oops. Oh no, we're miles off here. Yeah, I wasn't going to faff around with it. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to spend the whole day. Because sometimes when I got the more complicated mods, you'd have to go and find another mod for it to work, or it'd only work with a certain type of mod. And I remember some mod showcases I've done in the past, really complicated ones, you'd need 3 parts to make the one mod work. And you could spend at least half a day looking for the right links, looking for good links, or the right version of that mod. You know I'm going with this, peeps. And it's like for you guys, if you're trying to get onto a multiplayer map that's got mods on it, like Leadfoot used to have. I always try to make it easy as possible for you guys to join it. Where aspects to mods and stuff, I'd have a mod spreadsheet, and well, not spreadsheet, but I'd have a Dropbox dedicated to it and all that good stuff. But if you happen across a multiplayer map you like looks of, but it's got mods on it, it's like you have to get, unless they're using the farming simulator hub mods, it's hard to ascertain the right mods for what you need, the right versions anyway. Because you might have that mod, but not necessarily the right version of it, and it's just a general headache. And I try not to, if mods are that complicated now, I'm going to try and steer clear of them. But with 2019, I'm going to initially not use any mods, just vanilla. And then obviously over time, I'll just get the practical bare essential mods in, such as courseplay, or stuff that make the farm run a lot better, like cow mix food, power mixing machine or whatever to mix power food, mix ration or TMR, or pig food machines that do that, placeable machines that do that if there's nothing in the game, stuff like that, just bare essentials initially. That's where I'm looking for, as for mod side of things. As for gameplay, what I'm going to do, I do have an old joystick which I was going to set up for this, and I tried initially setting up a joystick for this to use on the front loaders, but it's, with all the mods that I've got in at the moment, it's difficult to ascertain what key bindings do what. And I've been meaning to do it, but I might just wait until we start afresh. I'm going to go down here a bit more actually. So once I've started afresh, I might start up with the joystick as well, so then I can get more front loaded, because I see they've got a forklift on there. which is cool for again for the game. They normally leave that to the hands of the modders to put in. Now, are we gonna go this way or again? Sorry, I've got lost simulator. Go this way. See the tyre tracks. I thought I saw tyre tracks and wondered where they're coming from. It's coming from here. But eventually, you know, again for aspects to maps, because I started off 17 on the America map, I'm probably going to go European. Do the European map first. On the first live stream, I'll do a bit of each one. Actually, that's probably the best idea. Make a start on one, or have a look round on one, then have a look round on the other, and then have a look round on the other. Just wander around, and then, you know, I'll do all three maps and what got and what, and, you know, just a general look around. And then obviously then once we get to the serious nitty gritty, I'll play one map until sort of like either the views start to drop out on it or I start getting sick of it, and then I'll move on to the next map. You know where I'm going with this, peeps, because I'm not even because I by construction and economy map, I'm not even going to bother trying to start that now because it's just no point. Because I'm not really well. One first of all, the problem with the map was it didn't show you the field status, the true live field status, whether it's been ploughed, needs fertilising. So it was all a guessing game. So I didn't bother with it. And then it's just a case of just trying to fit that in with everything else. With aspects to 15. Sorry, with aspects to playing 17, obviously I'll probably put in a few episodes here or there, mainly of this one, the classic farming, and then again as views start to drop away. Now it's up here, isn't it? Where we're searching up around here. Bring the map up again. Yeah, it's up on that. I'm hoping it's up here. Yeah, cool. Hope they give me the same price again. I didn't check prices actually. I'm just hoping my old PC can run it, to be honest. It shouldn't be a problem, because it's going to be geared towards the consoles, and my computers still beats consoles hands down anyway. The only thing this really needs is a new motherboard and a processor aspects of anything. Which is still, I think, something I'm trying to save for. But everything else going on, you know, things have been this year been turned upside down for me. So it's just a case of I've had to sort of like take a step back, reevaluate things, and it's had a knock-on effect with everything else. Nice. We're getting the money now. I doubt we'll be able to buy another bit of farmland with all this money, but because they're sort of like normally go into the millions. But we'll be covered for doing stuff that we need to do. Right, just to save the episode from dragging on too long, what I'll do is I'll pause it here and I'll come back once I've sold everything off that I want to sell off, and then you guys got an idea of how much I've got and what we've got left, what we need, what we've got enough. Well, how much money we've got for the next round of farming. So I shall see you then. Right, guys, welcome back. Like magic, I've sold off pretty much all I've got. I've kept some of the the hops aside. Because I just got fed up going back and forth to the mill. I can sell them off later, but they've kind of gone down a bit in price now anyway. But I didn't realise how many pigs we had. I had like I had 444 pigs, so I've sold off 244 pigs, and then we got like half a million for it, more or less. So with that in mind, I'm going to keep them to say hops for a rainy day if we need it. But now we have just over a million. I'm going to just quickly have a look ski for more land. If not, what I might do, if I buy, I've got two options here. I either can buy another field and turn this into a grass field, maybe even put a sort of like the biogas facility on here, so then I can start making up some biogas. That's another option. Let's clear. Let's have a look. See what it actually. Let's have a look on the map. That'll soon. It'll be easy then when we wandering around. Right. So field 19 is going to cost a fortune. I think that's surrounded by water anyway. Going to have a quick look at it. Yeah, that's surrounded by water. I'm trying to avoid the one surrounded by water if I can. Although I could turn it into grassland. How much does he want for it? Wow, over 2 million. Yeah, I figured that might be a bit expensive. Field 3. It's doable. I don't like the uneven fields. This. Well, did we go there? Didn't go there, did I? Let's visit it. Because I don't like this because one, it's just I think unevenly. It's CSO 1.8 anyway. Couldn't afford it even if I wanted it. Try field 14. That looks good. Let's go and visit that because that was nice and square. Okay, some trees here, but I can fell. I can fell all these trees. I might even make it into an episode of felling trees. And either sell them to the wood shop or wherever. Where's the... Oh, there. How much does they want for this? Because this... 1.4. That's a lot of money. Let's have another look. I think a bit smaller. See, field 17. Let's go and have a look at field 17 quickly. How much they want for this? Right, okay. That is an option. I can either buy this field off him, and then turn this into either a grass field or initially, or I could use it just as a standard field for now, or I can sort of like just invest in the biogas stuff. I'll let you guys decide. You know, write a comment down below. Sort of like, you know, what you want me to do next. You want me to buy this field and then see if we can work this either as a grass field or something else, or invest, or buy this field and invest some of the money into the biogas facility, or just, you know, just keep on going with the money I've got, so keep it in the bank, and then just keep on use it for the next harvest, because we need to leave at least a bit. With that field being as it is, I think we've got a comfortable amount of money to sort of like tide us over to the next couple of harvests anyway. With the milk being sold as well, I think we'd be alright. But let me know, guys and girls, let me know what you want me to do. Do you want me to buy that field and then sort of like work it in as a sort of like crops initially and then eventually grass, or do you want me to sort of like concentrate on the biogas? Or, you know, I could put a small biogas facility in sales point, set all that up, like I did in my mod showcase. But anyway, I've dribbled on long enough. I'll leave it at that. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the episode. If you did, please don't forget to like. If you didn't like this episode, well, if you didn't like it for any reason, please feel free to dislike. But please leave a comment down below to why you didn't like it, so at least then I can try to improve in the future. And if you know anyone else that might also enjoy watching this, girls and guys, please don't forget to share. Helps me out a lot, and I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel and see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, so then you know as soon as I upload something new. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.